Tell him what.
Oh, go to sleep, bro. Get out of here.
Peace.
Later.
Bye.
No, it's Scotty.
Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Alright.
Oh, it's all a lot of clothing. What is all this stuff that they're giving me? Grind to 400. We're almost there. Be honest with you. Just another at 400. But, still.
See you around.
We'll grab a couple cars real quick. I like to clear out my money to see how much money I make in a session. Nowadays, to be honest with you, I don't. I am not going that far for a car. I don't play 5 or 6 hour sessions in this game anymore. I just can't. It's just burnt out on it. I didn't have it for the PS3, but for the PS4 and the PS5. Well, let's see real quick. So far on the PS5 I got 563 hours in. And on the PS4 I had something like 1700 plus hours. 1800, somewhere around there. 1800 hours. So, I mean, we're talking 23 to 2400 hours in this game. And, you know, I don't know. All my other friends have stopped playing at this point. It's just me. Any stragglers that were still playing kind of stopped once the GTA 6 trailer came out. They were pretty much done. They're like, yeah, I'll see you at GTA 6. I'm not coming. They said they watched that. One of them said they watched that video, and they can't possibly come back and see these graphics and lousy gameplay in GTA 5 anymore. I get it. There's times where I'm like, you know, there's like so many things to do in here. You know, keep yourself busy constantly. And ever since they introduced the tier system too, like basically the battle pass, their version of the battle pass, you know, I kept myself quite busy for a very long time in this game. It gave me motivation, gave me something to do, it gave me a goal to achieve. So even though, like I said, most of my friends stopped playing, I was still enticed to play. But, you know, I don't know, the main one that I wanted to get, the one thing that you couldn't buy in the game, because, you know, and that's the other problem, right? So the clothing items and stuff are rare. You can't really get those anyplace else. I've missed. And, those are pretty easy to get. Tier 1s, Tier 2s, some Tier 3s. The Tier 4 prizes take forever, and what the hell are you doing? Just some random pedestrian walking in the middle of the road, chasing it after me? But yeah, these Tier 4 prizes, you know, it could take 100 hours or more sometimes to do. Because you have to get the tier 1 done, then the tier 2, then the tier 3 to unlock the tier 4s, and then get the tier 4s done. It's like, I don't know. If you look at most of the tier 4 prizes, and they're dookie. Now, the agency one was actually pretty cool. I don't know. Let me do these. I'll show you what I'm talking about.
All right,
And I'll
bring
show
the
you what
car
I'm
in.
working on,
We'll salvage the
and I'll
parts and
explain
get
why
paid in no
I
time.
just don't feel the motivation really to do it as much as I did the Franklin Lamar prize. That's the only tier 4 I've done so far too. I've got a lot of tier 1s, 2s done, quite a few tier 3s. Only one tier 4 finished. I am closing in on finishing my second tier 4. It's very close. In fact, all the difficult things are done. I only have to do simple things, but it's just monotonous, and I don't want to. I don't know. I've been doing them piecemeal, very slowly. I'll show you. We'll show you after this. Now here's the worst indictment, you know. Like maybe the burnout for me is more than just burnout. Maybe I saw that GTA 6 video and said that I want that. I don't want this anymore because this latest DLC came out and I did two of the heists. I did two of the car heists, I should say. I've done this quite a bit because it's quick and it's easy, you know. If I get any long distance ones, I just respawn into a new session and get the shorter distance ones. Super easy. But as for the actual heist to pick up the cars and deliver them to Yusuf, I have done 2 of those. I did them both week 1, and I didn't even do the 3rd one. What the hell? So my original plan is probably not gonna work. No, yeah, definitely not. What here? No. Would I have wanted to? Probably not. Alright, fine. I'll do it the hard way. I won't ever go a long way. Not gonna lie, probably been over here a dozen times, but never driven back here into all this stuff. So that's the car, yes it is. Of course it's a feeder, it's the worst kind. Oh man, press the wrong button. Okay, is there an easier way out? These are rusty old cars spawning in Los Santos now. Anyway, getting back to the tiers, the battle passes. They make the tier 4s damn near impossible to do. Just all-consuming, time-consuming. Like, you're putting way too much effort into a 10-year plus game to get these things. And the rewards are paltry. 99.9% of the Tier 4 rewards are available for sale, or were at one point available for sale because Rockstar, uh,
Almost here? Nice! We can get the car ready to be disassembled, which means payment won't be far behind.
like I was saying, Rockstar, delisted and paywalled hundreds of cars, and in the process may have paywalled some of these cars that are available in the Tier 4. But that's not to say that you don't own them already. If you're a good veteran player, then you probably already own most of those vehicles that are available in the Tier 4. So let's take a quick look, if indulge me, if you will, and see why I'm not a huge fan of this, and I hope that when PlayStation 5's GTA 6 comes out, that there's going to be a better Battle Pass system with more rare items to obtain, rather than items that are just plucked from the catalog. Items that you already own, more than likely. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Haven't been here in a while. Alright, career progress. So, this is the one I've done. Got all 4 things. Tier 1, stupid V-neck sweater, I guess. Tier 2, you get the West Coast Classics t-shirt, which I've never worn. I've worn this one, the Trickster, but I've never worn this. Tier 3, yet more clothing, a hoodie, again, something I've never worn. It's funny, this is the one I've worn. These other 2 are so nondescript. As a matter of fact, I think we own this one, but in orange. It's just a color variant. I feel like this is something that you could buy right at Record A Studios, and even if you can't, it looks like about 15 other things that you probably own. This is what I was going after. This is the one thing I've never seen for sale in the game. And as far as I know, out of all the businesses, Tier 4s, this is the only one that was not or is not for sale currently, or wasn't in the past. It was never for sale, which makes it all the cooler that I own it. But the other thing too, it's like, so they give you, all right, so like I said, this one was worth it because I really wanted that van, and I went out of my way to get this. But the 250,000 and the 10,000 RP. Okay, first off, let's just go out. 250,000 is nothing. 250,000 gets you nothing in this game. Nothing. It's funny. They put you in the apartment here and with a lot of cash. Yeah, that's the thing, right? And the 10,000 RP too. If you're going this far to get a tier 4, because look at some of the stuff you have to do. This is easy. You buy the agency, one security contract, and VIP, which is Dr. Dre. You're going to do the contract if you buy the agency, because the agency costs millions, and you get $1 million each time you do the contract, so it's worth it. 10 payphone hits and 10 security contracts, that's where things start to get a little iffy, but it's still not out of hand. Oh, all of a sudden they jack it up to 25 payphone hits. Now, when I was doing this, they had just nerfed payphone hits. You used to be able to do one every 20 minutes, then you were only able to do one every 48 minutes. Okay, so now you're thinking about that's one GTA day, by the way, 48 minutes. So doing 25 of these and having to wait for the cooldown time of almost 1 hour between them, needless to say, took some time, but still doable. Obviously you complete the VIP contract because you need the $1 million, And then the short trips, believe it or not, that was the last thing I did, was complete all short trips as Franklin and Lamar, because I had done the Franklin ones very early on, and then I did 2 of the 3 Lamar ones, never finished the third one. Couldn't go back because the friend that I did the first 2 with wasn't around anymore. He stopped playing, and nobody else had them, so I had to play through all of them again as Lamar to get it, and I had to play with some rando doing it too, which stunk, but got it done. But that's why it was the last thing, because I was waiting for my friend to hopefully come back so we could just do that one last mission, but he never came back. This is where it gets weird. Unlock 10 platinum awards for the contract. I had done that fairly easily. I'll show you what that is in a minute, because it actually pertains to what I'm doing now. Complete 100 security contracts. The contracts, they're not difficult, but they're time consuming. There is a little bit of a cooldown between them. And you had to do it on Specialist or Specialist Plus, and that thing has a propensity of giving you the cheapest ones, like I think they're called Professional, time and time and time again. So then you have to hopscotch between private lobby, public lobby, private lobby, public lobby over and over again until you finally get a Specialist or a Specialist Plus. It got so bad a few times that I just did the Professional so I could just clear the books and hopefully get a Specialist on the next one. But then you have to do 100 payphone hits. That is, with the 48-minute cooldown, a very long time. It's not, there's no way around it, you know? It's basically 100 plus hours to get those payphone hits done. That was the worst part of this. Security contracts actually was not difficult. There's been a couple of times where they gave us double money on those security contracts. And security contracts already pay out pretty good when you're getting only Specialist or Specialist Plus, or you're only doing Specialist or Specialist Plus. It was like between 50 and 60,000 as it was. But when you're getting double money, you know, all of a sudden you're getting like 100,000, 120,000 for each one, 110,000 for each one. And yeah, that's, you know, the 5 million was not hard. I never paid attention to that 5 million thing. It was always how many more security contracts and how many more payphone hits. Now here's the thing: there's a 48-minute cooldown in the payphone hits, and yet even though there's only a 5-minute cooldown on the security contracts, they were still neck and neck. I still just kept doing them back and forth because that's how difficult it was to get security contracts that were either Specialist or Specialist Plus, which are rare or rarer than the standard ones. So it was a constant battle between time for the payphone hits and doing these contracts over and over and over again. The thing about it is, like, each one only has 2 or 3 variants, and there's only like 5 of them to do. So eventually you're just going to keep doing the same ones over and over and over again. Like, I learned very quickly that acquire assets, like I think it was called acquire assets or something like that, or valuables, or recover valuables. That's what it was. Recover valuables basically was the best mission for me because my agency is right in the heart of the city, right across from the casino, and both those missions, recover valuables, were within a mile of my location. One of them was at the Vanilla Unicorn, the strip club, and the other one is Tequila. One's for the necklace at Tequila or a watch, and I think the watch is at Vanilla Unicorn. Both very easy to do. They both only take like 2 to 2.5 minutes, and it's less than a mile to go back. So whenever those came up, you know, those were guaranteed to get done. But my point is that when there's only 2 variants, that's it. There's only 2 variants of that recover valuables, and if that just keeps coming up over and over and over again, even though it is great that it's a short distance and a quick mission, the monotony of grinding the same mission over and over and over and over and over again got to me after a while. It was tedious. This is around the time when I stopped selling like product too, you know, like I was getting so bored with this. The last thing I needed to do was get bored selling. Sorry, my headset has an automatic shut off after 5 or 10 minutes of not hearing someone talking on the other end. But yeah, selling coke or meth or bunker between this, oh my god. I did do that at the beginning, and I couldn't do it anymore, so I just stopped selling that stuff. To be honest with you, I was making so much money doing the payphone hits and the Specialist and Specialist Plus contracts that between that and all the safes that I had, you know, I had the agency wall safe, which was starting to accrue some money, you know, as the more security contracts you do, the more you get paid. Every 5 security contracts, they add 500 a day to your wall safe. And I think I'm up to something crazy, like, I don't know. The most you can get, I think, is 20,000, but you have to do 200 contracts. I think I get 13,000 a day. And that's a GTA day, so every 48 minutes, you know. And got the nightclub safe, and that one's the big one because, you know, I get 50,000 a day there, and it's very easy to maintain. Which I'll go over in a minute. Got the arcade safe. So I was getting safes on top of, you know, 85,000 for each payphone hit, 50 to 60,000 for each security contract. So I was making money. Between that, I would also do I'll sell excess weapon parts, or I would do the other one, the one for your crates. I don't remember what that one is, but each of those paid 50,000, so they were worth doing. They're very easy. Those only take like a minute or two usually. Unless your ammunition's far away, then it takes a while. So the nightclub, which is what I've been working on now, and I'll show you why I'm just kind of disappointed at the end result. But I'm still doing it anyway, just because it's something to do. And I'm so close. This stuff, easy. This one, super easy. And, you know, you get the hat, you get the t-shirt. I've worn neither. You get the livery. I did put the livery onto I did own one of these. Livery for the Patriot stretch. A lot of this stuff I did when the thing first came out, like hire all resident DJs. Fill up the nightclub safe, that's easy. 25 club management missions. I don't know what that is, but I did. This was the tough one. Have 25 celebrity appearances at your nightclub. I had 18 out of 25 because, alright, so the nightclub first started, and the first couple of times we would fill it up. But it wasn't worth it because you only got a half a bar, and there's 5 full bars of popularity. You only got a half a bar for doing each mission, and if your thing was full, you would get 10,000 a day, which is worthless in GTA. Even back when this came out in like 2018, that was still worthless, 10,000 a day. So I would do it for vanity's sake. I would try to keep my nightclub full, even though I wasn't making money off of it. But after a while, I stopped doing it, and I just let it rot. And I had no popularity for a very long time. And then they raised the amount that you're going to get in the wall safes, either in 2020 or 2021, one or the other. And it went from 10,000 to 50,000, and it became increasingly easy to get the popularity. Each mission now got you one full bar of popularity, and hiring a new DJ would boost your popularity also. So much easier to keep your popularity up, and therefore much easier to make 50,000 for each GTA day. So again, I got back into filling my nightclub every day with popularity and keeping it full. But eventually, again, I fell off. But still, I did like 17 celebrity appearances. I think it was 17. Feels like it was 17. And so basically, you do 5 missions where he sends, Tony sends you to go do something. Fly paper on walls, advertising the club, or flying a blimp around, advertise the club, or dropping flyers from a helicopter, or destroying Bahama Mama's liquor supply. I don't know. There was a lot of different missions, and you do 5 of those, and each one of those gets you a bar of popularity. And then the 6th one, they allow you to go get a celebrity, and a celebrity, I don't know if it was worth any more or any less, but it was always cool to get the celebrities. There were different missions and all, the monotonous missions you're doing otherwise. And then at the end, Laszlo would introduce the celebrity. You didn't get to see the celebrity, but you heard them talking in the back of your Patriot stretch that you picked them up in. It was a cool little side mission. So I had a bunch of those done. And yet it still took 25th one. But I shut off my PlayStation too quickly, and when on you in order to force a save by Rockstar. Otherwise, you have to wait for like a 5-minute cycle for it to automatically save. Or it won't save. In my case, it didn't save. So then I got sent back to 24. But the worst part about it is I triggered my next nightclub mission, and it wasn't just a replay of the celebrity mission. I had to do another 5 missions before I got the celebrity. And the thing about it, too, that was messed up is sometimes I would turn it off after I was done just with the regular missions, and those didn't click either. So I felt like sometimes I had to do like 6 or 7 of those popularity missions just to get the celebrity to trigger. Celebrity mission. So believe it or not, that was probably one of the most difficult things here, or at least I thought it was. To be honest with you, I didn't even look into this Platinum Award thing until after that, because I'm like, whatever this is, I got, I had like 3 out of 8 done, or 2 out of 8 done. So I said, so I'm doing something to get them done. I don't know what it is. I assumed they meant platinum, like I had to go back and do the nightclub missions. But then I thought about it, and I was like, wait a minute. I think there was no real nightclub missions, like this was not a mission-based story mode. You went and you set it up, and in that sense there was a couple of missions you went on, but those weren't worthy of of platinum or gold. It was just basically go steal somebody's equipment, go pick up the bartender and the bouncer, and you're good to go. There you go. And there's a little story with Laszlo and Gay Tony in the background. But nothing compared to the other ones. It was not very much story based. It was more, I don't know, create your own fun kind of based. That DLC, So I was like, I don't even know what this Platinum War thing is. So I did all these other things first. Wasn't, like I said, the celebrity appearances was probably one of the most difficult things up until then. But this is where this is what we have going on. So go to awards, go down to after hours. And these are the 8 that you have to get platinum. And as you can see, all the ones that are complete are platinum. For instance, dance perfectly in a nightclub with no missed beats for 5 minutes. This thing was harder than it looks. I messed it up quite a few times before I got it, but it was not nearly as bad as some of the glitchiness I've seen on, like, people like Dark Viper had to do it for 11 straight hours and could not get it done. It's kind of ridiculous, but yeah, I guess PC is a little more glitchy than the consoles. Go figure. Have 100 unique players visit your nightclub. Believe it or not, this was done. This is one of the. This is one of the two that was done automatically. This just came from when you get a new business, you spawn into that business oftentimes, and then you invite your friend over to so the two of you could connect and then go off and do your thing, you know. So I'll invite, you know, one of my friends or a couple of my friends to my nightclub constantly. I guess every time I would invite them either so that we could meet up and then go do something, or so that we could like sell my my nightclub. I guess that was considered a unique visitor, so that was already done when I started this. So I guess I got an exclusive Solomon t-shirt, never even looked at it. Didn't even realize that that's a thing. But yeah, this is one of the things I was talking about. You have to dance for 60 minutes to Solomon's music in the club. You just have to dance for like 1 minute to each of them to get that one. That was easy. I got Dixon's 60 minutes done as well. We're close here. We're 31 minutes away here. We are 54 minutes away here. But this one is the tough one, and that's what we've been working on a lot lately. We have to drink 45 more times. So I got a neat little trick. Shout out to Dark Viper on this one, because one of his people suggested it to him, and it works great. You order the Macbeth whiskey, the one that kills you. It gets you super drunk, and then when it kills you, you wake up sober, and you can drink quickly again. So that's a faster way of getting drunk, and getting your drunk off, and being able to go back and get drunk again. The downside to that is every time that you drink in your club and do that, you are going to poison yourself with the liquor. And when you do that, you're going to die. And you may or may not wake back up in the club, or you're going to wake up someplace else and listen to it. Not gonna make it, guys. Look at the damage this thing did. This is just a regular shotgun with the what's a Mark II shell, explosive shell. My God, like I feel like that did more damage than a railgun would. Don't worry about it though, Diamond Casino. I got the best cleanup crew around. By the time I come back out there, the podium's going to be nice and neat. Like no one ever shot an explosive round to kill a Valorant.
The Diamond Casino and Resort presents a brand new car available to retail. today simply with the spin of a wheel.
Just go easy. Don't forget, we got clear. Come on. One pint of that strong beer for your influence.
Yeah, well, I mean, considering I'm going after a little 400, that's actually, for once, something that I want.
A reminder to
Considering
our
I've done
VIP
almost
members,
nothing so
take
far to
advantage of our
get
luxury
any
valet,
RP.
limousine, and
That is
helicopter
big.
services.
Oh, shit. They're okay with this, huh? Like, a winged angel, you can just stand between the two. Let's see if I can line it up. Look at me, I'm an angel. Didn't mean to do that. Guy's head slapped off the podium. We'll go there soon. We'll go there soon. Right here first. That's the other thing I'm working on over here. You know, I tend to do one thing at a time, even though I should probably do multiple things here, because there are a bunch of things I have to do here. Again, though, you know, and I forgot to mention, the level 4 prize is a car that's not worth more than like 760,000 in the game. It's an old car from old days. So it's like, why am I even working so hard? You know, why am I going to dance for about an hour and a half to music from 2018? Why am I doing this to myself? But look at the car. Ina Stafford came out a lifetime ago and it's worth nothing. And look at that. This is back when vanity was more important than speed. Thing's terrible. One cool thing about this car is you could put floorboards on it and people could stand on the outside of it. But this was, you know, a car that went back to, it's like an old school car. It's like a 10-year-old car in this game. And this is what we're doing all that stuff for, to get to tier 4, and this is the prize you're giving us, this 250,000 and 10,000 RP. A, I just rolled 10,000 RP on the wheel. B, I'm a level 397. 10,000 RP does me nothing. C, we got 31 million, and I'm not even trying to make money. That's just 31 million from just doing stuff that doesn't involve selling businesses anymore, and I'm still rich as fuck. I don't do stuff actively to make money anymore. Now I do stuff for fun in this game, and I still buy all the DLC stuff. Although there's one thing I haven't bought in this DLC because I refuse to until I get the mission triggered. It's like I don't know why I'm doing it. I guess it's the principle of the thing, but I save $1.2 million if I wait for the mission. There's a mission, and there's a few different missions, cop missions, where the cops will be around. This was so that you could put together a free shotgun. If you went to these 4 different sites or 3 different sites and got the pieces of the shotgun, you get a free shotgun. I just bought the shotgun. I didn't do the missions because I did one of them and it took forever to spawn, and it was not fun. And I just did not want to wait for the other 2, so I bought the shotgun. But if I get one of these missions, I get a $1.2 million discount on the actual cop car. I have the undercover police car because there's nothing about getting discounts on that, but I want the discount because there's no way I'm going to pass up $1.2 million discount. So I've been patient. And I think the only reason I've really been patient is because if, you know, if I want to drive around a cop car, I can just go steal a cop car, I guess. Not like dying to drive the cop car. But it's going to be cool when I have it. I'll put it in my collection with all the other cars I don't drive.
That is hot, if I do say so myself. These things will stop you quicker than a brick wall. You'll be learning by the time of this thing. Whoa, now she looks pretty, but not in like a girly way. Wow, she looks good. Not that she didn't already.
So I just paid $10,000 into this. If I complete this without crashing the bike, I get 60 thou. The 10 thou I invested plus 50 thou back. There is a tier 4 mission for the motorcycle business that you have to sell $2.5 million worth of these and make a profit of $2.5 million. And instead of just counting the 50,000 that you actually make off of this, it also counts the 10,000 you invest. So it goes 60,000 at a time. I was annoyed because they had double money for this 1 week, and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna get so close to the actual number without having to do this, because I'm gonna get twice as much for each bike. I'm just gonna do them constantly. And wouldn't you know it, like the spawns are messed up on this thing. I think they're supposed to spawn one each GTA day, or one 48 minutes exactly after you saw the last one. I don't know how the time works exactly. All I know is it's not supposed to spawn the way it does. There are times where they'll spawn 2 or 3 in the time that I'm on, which is like usually like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And there's times where I'll get none during that whole session. They won't spawn a single one in. Like yesterday I played for the first time in a few weeks, and I was in here for like almost an hour and a half, did not get a bike. Today I have a bike. So wouldn't you know it, when the double money was out, I could never get a bike to spawn into the thing. It just took forever. Alright, get off my screen. Thank you. Damn right I did. So let's show you that, I guess. We're winding it down here. Alright, so this is where it starts to get difficult, doing these clubhouse contracts. Obviously, I've done a few of them, 6 out of 13. There's a few that you have to do with other people, and nobody gets on anymore. Even if they do, they're not going to want to do these missions. These missions are 10 plus years old. They don't pay out a lot, and they're not a lot of fun to do anymore. So people aren't going to get on to go play biker missions. So we'll have to go play them with a few of these these 2-player missions with some other people. Otherwise, I have to earn the $2.5 million delivering customer bikes. Holy crud! I am very close to finishing it. To be honest with you, I haven't looked at the number in a while. I just kind of forgot about it. I've just been numbly doing these bikes over and over and over again. And as you can see, unfortunately that's going to be 2 bikes, not 1, but I'm 2 bikes away from finishing it. However, I need to do 39 more clubhouse contracts. And some of them are 2-player, and some I haven't done yet, and I don't know which ones I've missed. I have a vague sense based on what I know I've done. I don't know. And here's the other problem too. You know, you go in, you do the bike, and then you leave, and you're like way over here. You don't feel like going back to the clubhouse. You know there's no bike there for you. So, I mean, like, I don't know. I guess we go back to the clubhouse and do the clubhouse contract. What's the alternative? Go dance? I don't feel like dancing. Because when you dance, you literally have to do nothing, but you have to hit your beats. You don't have to hit all the beats, you just have to keep the circles filled. It does not count you as dancing if you just stand there with the minimal dancing. You have to have, if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. You dance by pressing X to the beat, and you have to keep the beat. And as you do that, circles fill on your lower right hand corner, and when all the circles are full, you dance wildly and fantastically. Like you dance like your heart's really in it. Footloose. I don't know. But it's you have to keep it somewhere around that range of full, so that you get the credit. I don't want to do this. Just real quick, over here.
You're fine, right?
Oh shit, first one.
Sure.
Let's just get close on it. I need out of 117. We're getting there. Considering I've done almost none of these mission wise. That's pretty impressive. Just paying this guy to do it. Is that chocolate attack? Watch me as I gravitate. Ah, ha, 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 ha. I don't want to do this. Come on. It says crew needed, which tells me that's probably a 2-player. I actually remember doing this a long time ago. I think you have to go to like, I think think there's a safe in a trailer park. Oh, I can do it. I wonder if this is one of the ones I've done already, though. I did it way in the past. I don't think they give me credit for that, but I may have done this again recently. I have a vague sense of remembering.
We robbing the robbers, did? They holding the cash at that trailer park. Name of Stab City. Get in there, crack the safe, and drop the score with the client.
I'm just having trouble remembering if I had done this recently when the thing first came out, if it's one of the 11 I've done. Or if I'm just remembering doing it years ago when I first started playing this game. There's a little trick in here to go faster. Hold handbrake while simultaneously holding the accelerator. And you will go up to 20% faster when you're pressing. Working. What am I supposed to do here? It's obviously a two-person mission. I'm trying to do it with one person. Where did these girls come from? He's fast. While I was being tentative, I was trying to just get it done quickly by doing it accurately rather than just zipping through it. Zipping through it seemed to be the way to do it. Just throw the thing to the left until it starts shaking and stop. Throw it to the right, stop. To the left, stop. Get it, go. Armor. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm trying to blow off this armor anyway. Got a bunch of crappy armor. I'm gonna get rid of. Hey, when Rockstar gives you free armor, they give you 10 of everything. Light armor, all the junky armor. And you can't buy more heavy armor until you get rid of all the light and the medium armors. So I actually want to actively get rid of them so I start buying heavy armor. 7,000 dollars. That's freaking worthless. And this is why we don't do these missions normally. Not worth it. It's bad pay. Probably would have made a little bit more if I hadn't died, but seems like 10 or 11,000.
And it looks like we good. Funds have come in. Your MC got some money.
Well, at least there's that. Now we only need to do 38 more. I'm not ready to do payphone hits anymore. There's a new way of doing payphone hits, and I don't like it. You only get 45,000 instead of 85,000, but there's a 10-minute cooldown time instead of a 48-minute cooldown time. I could have gotten those 100 done so much faster in the current system, but I don't know. Kind of like doing it the way I did it. I feel like I made a lot of money doing it that way. Because this whole, I mean, you can make more per hour now doing it this way, technically, because every 10 minutes you could do another one, so you could get like 4 or 5 done in an hour. 45,000 is 200,000 an hour, which is more than the, you know, if you do 2 every hour, basically, because that's, you know, how I used to do it, 1 every 48 minutes. That's only 170,000, so. But it requires you to do 4 to 5 hits every hour, as opposed to 2, which takes up all your time. Is it worth it? Stumbling around in the loading bay, you say? Huh, funny. Walked right by him, didn't see him. He doesn't spawn in until I hit the stairs, so it's just weird. Hello, guy. Whoa. His eyes, man. His eyes. My eyes. Yeah. This man was messed up. Out you go. Alright, well, I'm here now, and I know the first time they're not going to kick me out of the club. Drink a Macbeth whiskey shot, right, guys?
Voila. Maybe I serve you one too many.
And dance. I said you dance. And then you die. You usually wake up in the bathroom. So that's 56 out of 100. What's this? I'm over here. Careful. Go this way. Good what I was going to do before I had to go get rid of Mr. Drunky over there. Just pick up this other thing. 145,000. Fuck. The new thing went off before I got the money. I knew I should have gotten the money first. I could have gotten 50,000. Lost 45,000. It's fine though. Oh yeah. This way. No. Dummy.
What about it, eh? Some close.
What's up, boss? Get you something? One near perfect scotch coming up. Enjoy. Time for a break, boss.
See ya. God, man, I only got... This is the same thing happened yesterday. I only got 2 drunks in before they sent me out. So I have a rule. Once they send me out of the nightclub, I'm done drinking. So that's 57. I mean, I could drive all the way back there and continue to drink, but what's the purpose at this point, you know? If it kicks me out, it wants me out for a reason, I feel like. Who am I to argue with fate? So when it's all said and done, this session of, and you know, mind you, I've been playing for 1 hour, 5 minutes, and I made $375,238 without even trying to make any money. I did sold a bike. I did a motorcycle club mission, made no money for it. I salvaged 2 cars. Picked up my wall safes in my salvage yard and in my nightclub. I kicked somebody out. That gets you 10,000. Big ones, by the way. Kick somebody out of your nightclub. Spun the wheel. RP. What else did I do for money? That's it. That's how you make a lot of money in this game without doing much of anything. Once you have your businesses set up, technically I guess you don't really have to do anything. I do know for a fact that my nightclub is full. So we're talking like a $1.5 million sale. I'm gonna have to probably do. Should I do it now?
God damn it!
You know what? Nah. I think I'm gonna.
Believe it or
I'm gonna
not,
do
I'd
it.
like to move. Christ!
I think I'm gonna do it later. Another time. I don't feel like going to a public lobby and selling it now. I have a full nightclub. I have a full bunker. I have a full coke lockup. I don't know. I put no money into the document forgery shop unless they forced me to buy it. That was another thing for a tier. You had to own all 5 businesses in the motorcycle club. Which meant I had to buy a document forgery office. By the way, don't buy a document forgery office unless you're going for a tier 4. It's just not worth it. Oh no! I'm supposed to land on that roof. But, yeah, I had avoided document forgery for so long. So, they forced me to buy it. So I bought the cheapest one. And, you get an initial boost of when you first open the business, they fill your supplies, your supply bar. So I waited for that supply bar to finish, sold that product, and haven't looked at it since, and probably will never look at it again. I'm not going to upgrade it or anything. It's worthless. It was literally bought for one purpose and one purpose only. Try to get a tier 4 in motorcycles. You know what you get for a tier 4 in motorcycles? Do you know? This is what you get. This is what you get. a bike. It's only worth 900,000. This is what you're gonna do all this stuff that it wants you to do. Let's get the bike, 250,000, 10,000 RP. Yet once again, things that are unnecessary for a player of my level. Things that I should not even be trying to go after, because I could just buy the bike. But again, if I'm going to play this game, gotta have a purpose, gotta have a reason. Otherwise, why play it? And I'll just be doing stuff like I'm doing right now. I'm just parkouring over stuff needlessly, just to do it.
Hey, let's meet up next week.
Whoa. Something just shit over here. Looks like we could spawn this cop mission.
We need to party again soon.
The answer is no. No, we cannot spawn. Add a little bit more to our profit today, I guess. Show you guys around real quick. I did a remodel on this thing not too long ago. Spent another $1 million just to change it up because I was sick and tired of looking at the same thing over and over again. I used to have He-Man on the wall. Now I got fucking, I don't know what this is, but I like it. I own every game. I'm able to show almost every game except for one. Because I was kind of screwed out of the space. You can't show every single video game in the place anymore. There's certain video games like these, this, this, and this that could only get put in these 4 spaces, but there's 5 of these. There is one more. Okay. The Race and Chase series has motorcycles. It has big honking trucks. And it has a regular race car version of it. And I cannot show that one, so I am capable of showing it at my auto shop. So I put it into my auto shop. It's the only place I can put it, unfortunately. Otherwise, because I can't put this, or I don't think either of these either into there. So that's why I have that at the auto shop. That way I have every game being displayed, even though they're not all under one.
You need a little more skill than that. Anyone want to win some prizes and have a little fun? Here we go. Don't take all the prizes. What's the kitty claw going to grab? You can't beat this, kitty. It's the shiny wasabi kitty claw. Come on, have some fun. And just know you can do it. Oh, this is exciting. No going back now. Oh, that was unlucky, wasn't it? Step up and win a prize with that special someone. A brand new contestant. Leave some prizes for the other guys. Let's see what the claw digs up. You nearly had it. Want to try your luck with the shiny wasabi kitty claw? Look at that brave new player. Be gentle or you'll blow it. Oh, that's too bad.